Have you ever thought about wanting to snowboard? Well, snowboarding was the fastest growing sport and is very challenging. Hi, my name is Parker Shire. Today, I'll be talking to you about snowboarding in hopes that you can learn something from my speech. During the speech, I will talk to you about the history of snowboarding, professional snowboarding, and some of my own personal experiences snowboarding. The history of snowboarding is quite interesting. The first snowboard ever created was by Sherman Poppin by strapping two skis together with rope with a rope at one end, giving the rider some control. This was developed for his daughters and was created in 1965. It was first called snurfing due to the boards not having bindings, and it was more like surfing on snow. Dmitry Milovich dropped out of college in 1972 and started the first big snowboarding company to push the sport mainstream. The company's name was Winter Stick Company. Within 3 years, winter sticks were being sold in 11 countries. Before snowboarding had its first boom, Winter Stick had been losing money and closed its doors in 1982. They reopened in 1985, but then shut down for good in 1987. Since then, Winter Stick brand has been named and been brought back by another firm. Snowboarding was banned by almost every resort until the early 1980s and was disliked by skiers. It was banned because skiers did not like snowboarding and thought that it was a dangerous, teen-ridden sport. The Olympics finally accepted snowboarding in the sport in 1998, and the U.S. hosts at least 5 professional snowboardings per year. In 2000, snowboarding was the fastest growing sport in the U.S. due to the popular up-and-coming snowboarders. The sport now pulls almost 30% of revenue out of the annual revenue of all ski resorts, which is $3 billion. Some of the top resorts to go to are Deer Valley Resort, Snowbird, Heavenly Mountain Resort, and Breckenridge Ski Resort. The development from snowboarding has came a long way from the previous snuff that I had mentioned before. Snowboarding has become a household name in the X Games and Olympics. There's been many successful snowboarders throughout history, and the biggest being Shaun White. Shaun White has been competing in the Winter X Games since 2002 and has gained 8 medals from competing in the X Games. In 2006, he had won a gold medal for slopestyle event in the Torino, Italy Olympics. He then went on to win the gold in the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics in the halfpipe event. White has also 2 other medals from the Olympics, 1 gold and 1 for 4th place. Over the years, I have developed many skills for snowboarding. Most of my life, I had never snowboarded. But when I was 15, I snowboarded for the first time, and when my friend had invited me to go, in South Dakota, there's not a lot of outdoor sports you can do. So once I tried snowboarding, I instantly loved it and became my favorite thing to do during the winter months. My second year, I had bought my own snowboarding on Black Friday that year and recently made my first trip to the Black Hills to go to Terry Peak. Snowboarding has helped me with many things like balance and self-awareness. It has also created a great stress relief and to get outside when it is cold outside. To this day, I still love snowboarding with my friends and family. So now that I've talked to you about the history of snowboarding, professional snowboarding, and some of my personal experiences with snowboarding, I hope you've gained some sort of knowledge from the speech that I had given. I hope this speech has intrigued you to start snowboarding or look into the amazing sport myself and so many other people enjoy.